Happy New Year! 新年快乐! Welcome to the Lunar New Year special, Cosorians. Today I'll be making dumplings and teaching you how to turn those dumplings into pot stickers in the air fryer. Subscribe to become a part of our Cosori community and hit the bell icon so you never miss another episode or video. We've got all the ingredients spread out on the table now, and we're going to start off with the Napa cabbage. You're going to wash it really gently in between all the leaves, just so you get all the sand out and the dirt. Then you're going to mince it, put it into a bowl, sprinkle kosher salt over it, I would say about 2 teaspoons or so, and mix it all together and let it sit for 15 minutes. That way it draws out all the water. And after 15 minutes, you're gonna pick the Napa cabbage up and squeeze out all the water so it turns into this little clump right here that's dry and ready to go. You don't need to rinse the Napa cabbage after salting because you want the salt to stay in the cabbage so it flavors and seasons the rest of the filling. Now, we're gonna talk about Chinese chives. In Chinese, it's actual. In Mandarin, it's called jiu cai. There's no literal English translation here in the States, but this is what it looks like. It looks like really tall crabgrass. And you can tell that it's Chinese chives or jiu cai because it's very pungent. It's got a very strong aroma, especially after leaving it in your fridge. So your entire fridge will smell like it. And also when you start sauteing or cooking with it. It's a different smell. It's not a bad pungent smell. It's actually really appetizing. It'll make you hungry and you're gonna want to eat after smelling it. Then we're gonna go and slice up a whole bunch of green onions, like 1 full bunch. And then you're gonna take a pound of ground pork and a pound of shrimp. Make sure you devein the shrimp and that you get all of the innards out so that no one's eating it, and it's also healthier for you that way so you're not absorbing any bad bacteria or things like that. And for the dumpling skin, they do sell pre-made dumpling skin in the grocery store. That makes your life super easy. You just have to be very careful about picking the packaging. You might want to buy a few packs extra because some of the packs dry out, or they're too wet, or they are really brittle because they just sit there for a while. Or you can make it at home. With my family during Lunar New Year, we typically do a mix of both. We have some bought just in case we don't have enough time to roll out the dough, or my grandma can make it really fast and she makes all the dough by hand, and she has like this mini little rolling pin and it's so fast. It's like, I don't know, she's like a machine. It's really cool. But we're gonna move on here. We're gonna get a really large bowl, and then we're going to add in the Napa cabbage first. This part doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about you don't need to worry about what to add first and what to add second because we're just going to mix everything together. Right? And you can feel free to do this with your hands, with a spatula, with chopsticks. I'm probably gonna use chopsticks today just because it's festive and it's what I'm used to at home. All right, and then we're gonna add in the meat also. Cool. So, before I go on, I just want to say that we're going to take about a ½ piece of ginger that's already peeled, and you're gonna mince it. You're gonna add it directly into the bowl. And the way my family makes dumplings at home, nothing is measured out. So I know I have some right here. We're going to use about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1½ teaspoons of sesame oil, and like a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. However, I do want to caution you that everything is as needed. So this is just how we do it at home. You just kind of eyeball it and you just pour a little bit at a time. And then when you create a tester, you could take a little spoonful of the filling, microwave it for 35 seconds, and that's how you can taste whether or not that's enough seasoning. Or you could literally wrap a dumpling, put it into the boiling water and taste it that way. All right, and even though we are using soy sauce, it's important to still add a little bit of salt too. So you're gonna add about 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. I'm just gonna mix all of that together. And I promise you, this Lunar New Year is not the only time Chinese people eat dumplings, but Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year is my favorite holiday. It's it's equivalent to Thanksgiving here in the States. It's when every single person in your family comes home. It's your extended family all the way until whatever generation is still here with you, and it's a huge celebration. In China, usually the celebration is 8 to 10 days, and it's amazing. There's so much food, there's all these festivals, there's lights, and there's decorations everywhere. The most common decorations are always in red and gold because you're warding off evil and like welcoming in, like in folklore, if you have like red and gold on your door, that keeps demons away, and it also keeps the dragon away. So in mythical Chinese folklore, there's two dragons. There's a good dragon and a bad dragon. And during Lunar New Year, it's kind of like a weird mix of like what we do here in America with Halloween, like spirits come out and stuff. So the dragon, the bad dragon, if it sees like red and gold on your door and hears firecrackers, it gets scared and it goes away and you're safe for the next coming year. And that's the stories I grew up with. And of course, you can't forget about the 12 zodiac animals. A lot of people in my family are from they're the tiger. So this year is the year of the tiger. And for just quick reference, if you're born in 1998, you are the year of the tiger. So for me, it's my younger brother, it's my dad, it's one of my grandmas, it's also one of my great grandparents. And it's just really fun because you can kind of attribute it to the same thing with Western astrology. You can Google it, or you can go online and look up what year you were born, figure out what animal you are, and you can look to see if their personality traits match you. It's really fun, actually. The one thing to be cautious of though, when we celebrate Lunar New Year and we say it's the year of so-and-so, the people who are born in that year, you have to be careful. It's your year where misfortune and evil spirits may be out to get you, but you don't have to be that scared because all of your friends, the other 11 animals in the zodiac, are here to protect you and help you ward off evil as well. So it's all very wholesome and very cute. I love all the folklore behind it, and I'll throw in a little bit more fun facts and culture as we go on. So right now, we have the filling completely mixed, and it smells so good. I know it's raw and you're not supposed to eat it raw, but sometimes it just makes you really hungry. So we're actually going to open the dumpling wrappers now. Make sure you keep the wrapper intact so you can you don't have to seal it. You don't really need to put another wet towel on the top. This is just to help prevent the skin from completely drying out. And last but not least, you're gonna grab a little bit of water. And all right, here's the fun part. You're gonna wanna take one dumpling skin. I like to just warm it up a little bit. To me, it helps really stretch it so you can fold it better. I'm gonna grab a clean pair of chopsticks. And for my family, my grandma makes incredibly large dumplings. I know some people like to eat the skin more than the filling or have an even distribution. My family is the more you can pack in one dumpling, the better of a dumpling wrapper you are. So I'm gonna do my best, Grandma. Hope I make you proud. But here we go. So we're gonna just take I would say this is about half a tablespoon of filling. You can dip your pinky into the water and just get the edges wet. And we're gonna do a very simple two-fold dumpling today. Just because if you've never folded dumplings before, if you have trouble, this is almost foolproof. And we're just going to fold it in half first to a moon. You're gonna create these little ears on the side. You're gonna fold it up into a triangle like this and pinch these closed. You're gonna flip to the other side, fold it up again to the triangle, make those ears and pinch it closed. Then, whatever side is kind of peeking over or opening and not staying shut, for me right now, I believe it's this angle. So I'm gonna take that triangle piece and pinch it up and seal it completely, like so. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side and pinch it until you get one beautiful dumpling. Look at all these dumplings. So, when you do this at home, these are what they look like after you folded them. And then these ones right here, I froze them. So these can stay in your freezer for about 2 months maximum, and they stay super fresh. You could throw them directly into the air fryer frozen, or you could boil them, toss them in oil, and then fry them in the air fryer, which either way works. It's delicious. And so we're just going to plate up the ones we just folded now and head over to the stove. The water's already boiling. We're gonna just dump it in, and you probably want about like 3/4 of a way filled with like water. Bring it to a boil. Don't add any salt to it. That's unnecessary for dumplings because you already have everything perfectly seasoned, ready to go, and let's just make some dumplings. All right, so the water is boiling now. Be careful, it's going to be hot. I'm gonna set that lid down there. And now for the fun part, I'm going to slowly, just carefully drop your dumplings in. Give it a nice mix. And rule of thumb is between 8 to 10 minutes. But also, a lot of people say that when you see the dumplings float up to the surface, that means they're done. Usually it takes 8 to 10 minutes. Or if you wanna impress your friends and be like, yeah, once the dumplings float up, they're done, and you see them float up, trust me, they're done. Yeah, so we're gonna let these boil, let all of them cook, and then we're gonna head over to the air fryer, and I'm gonna teach you how to make them into pot stickers. Awesome, so now that we have all the dumplings cooked off, it's time for the pot stickers. So this recipe is called leftover pot stickers because you're taking the leftover dumplings and turning them into pot stickers with the air fryer. So I've already got this preheated. We've preheated to 380 degrees Fahrenheit, and you'll be cooking them or air frying them for 10 minutes. Here we go. So be careful, this is really hot. We're just gonna give it a nice even coating of oil with the oil spray. And make sure you're using a neutral oil spray. So anything like canola, avocado. Stay away from extra virgin olive oil because the olive flavoring doesn't really go well with dumplings. Alrighty. So we're just gonna use tongs, and you can drizzle a little bit of grapeseed oil as well. So I would say about like 2 teaspoons of grapeseed oil per 12 dumplings. And 12 of them will fit into the air fryer basket at once. Remember, you don't want to overcrowd the basket, so because you want them to be crispy, so you don't want to overcrowd it, because if you overcrowd it, it creates steam, and you don't want that for pot stickers. You want the outside to be nice and crispy, and the inside to be tender and juicy. So, alrighty. These are gonna be so good. And yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if I like pot stickers more or if I like dumplings more. I think, honestly, I like both equally, and it's just nice and homey. It makes me think of my grandparents and my parents and my family, and it's just a very like homey comfort food for me, and maybe for all of you out there as well. Alrighty, we've got 12 in here now, and we're just gonna go right into the air fryer. And once again, it's gonna be at 380 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we can lower the time down to 10 minutes. You don't need a shake button for this, just 10 minutes straight and it'll be great. Awesome, they just finished. I can't wait for you guys to see how crispy they get. All right, wow. And again, my favorite part to just release steam, to detach the basket. Look at this. I hope you guys can see this. So good, it smells so good. Oh, so ready for tasting, for you guys to try this at home. I hope you love this recipe. It's actually my grandma's recipe, and man, I think it's been in the family forever. But there's also like this wild tall tale from my like uncle and like I think my grandma's sister. I think it was her younger sister. They said that she had to beg the restaurant owner when they used to live in Taiwan for the recipe before she left for America, because she couldn't go to the States without knowing how to make the best dumplings. And so here you have it, Grandma Tsao's famous, not actually famous, but famous dumpling recipe. Yeah, and we've turned them into pot stickers. Awesome, got a full yummy plate right here. Stick that in there. And we're just gonna set the table now and get ready for the New Year's feast. Welcome to the dining table. Everything is set and now it's time for my favorite part of the day, tasting. All right, so we're just gonna go right into the pot stickers here. I'm so excited. Woo. I like dipping it in some black vinegar and sliced julienne ginger. And here we go. Mmm. It's just happiness. I don't know what else to say. It's delicious. It's crispy on the outside. The meat and the shrimp are juicy on the inside, tender. You got very nice balance with the umami because the umami from the soy sauce really brings out the savoriness from the pork. The ginger helps balance everything so it's not super oily or not fatty feeling on like coating your tongue, so you have a nice clean palate. It's got green and grassy notes from the scallions and the Napa cabbage, and overall it's great. So whether you like it as dumplings or as pot stickers, it's delicious. And of course, with it being New Year right now, we set the table accordingly. Typically, you'll have many more different types of dishes on the table, but for us today, we really wanted to showcase the versatility of dumplings. So dumplings are traditionally steamed or boiled, and to make them the next day, or if you have leftover cooked dumplings, we put them in the air fryer and turn them into pot stickers, or they're called guotie in Mandarin. So right now on the table, you have to have fish for the new year. So we've got one fish here. It's actually steamed tilapia with just ginger and scallion and some light soy sauce over it and a really yummy sauce. We've got braised pork feet and of course some peanuts to snack on, some dumplings, and some pot stickers. Thank you so much for watching another one of our videos, and we hope you have a happy new year. I want to know what your favorite traditions are for the Lunar New Year if you happen to celebrate it, and what your favorite dumpling fillings are. Leave your answers in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Bye. All right, now here's a very special program. Say welcome to the contestants. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. All right, chopstick, chopstick, chopstick. We're gonna do what my family always does for New Year's. We're gonna play the Dumpling Game. So the point is that there's something special in these dumplings, and depending on what you get is your prize in the red envelopes. All right, close your eyes, no peeking, no peeking, no peeking. Pick one up. Okay, I guess you can peek, but pick up a dumpling. All right, JJ. Yes. You can stab it if it's too slippery. Jose. Oh, with only one stick. All right, you do you. All right, now bite it in half and tell me what you get inside. And if you don't get anything, you have to go again. What is that, Dong? Oh, you got a raspberry. She got prize number 3. Here you go. What's that? Oh, there's nothing. Oh, is there anything in there? Take another bite. Tell me. Is there anything in yours? No? Nothing? Okay, if you pick again, close your eyes. Stab it. Pick something, stab it. I guess there's nothing in yours either, JJ?
I mean, that's purple.
Oh, you got a blueberry. You got prize number 2.
I want that.
Here you go. Okay. Is there anything in that one? No! Pick again! Woo! We're gonna keep going until someone gets the grand prize.
Oh man.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what you get first before I move on for JJ and Dong.
Oh, goodness. Do this. Okay, I got that other one, bro. Please. Yeah.
Let's see. What'd you get? Oh, you got a raspberry. Here you go. That's prize number 3. Now who's gonna get the first prize?
I'm still going.
Still going. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh.
They're so good.
They're really good.
I mean,
The grand prize, for all of you wondering what it is, it's gonna be a blackberry. So whoever gets a blackberry in your dumpling, you get the grand prize. Jose? Anyone get a blackberry yet?
oh, I'm sure.
That has nothing.
Just kidding. Eat it.
Don't choke now. Another blackberry? Oh, you got another raspberry! Here you go!
Thank you.
Alright, so we're on the last one now. 3 dumplings left. Who's gonna win the grand prize? Let's go. Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Alright, ladies first. Let's see who gets the blackberry. And if nobody gets it, then I'm gonna be really confused.
Someone did it.
I don't think so. Blueberry. That's a blueberry. Blueberry. Did you get it?
Nothing.
No, I think I just ate the blackberry.
Okay, yay! Dawn wins! Here you go. This is what the red envelope looks like. And you want to open it up and tell me what you got here? What you got here?
This one?
Open the envelope. Yeah, that one. We can tell everyone what's in it. You can dump it out if you want to. Oh,
It says
the
grand prize.
Guess, what do you think it is? Ta-da! It's a giant Hershey's bar.